issue after issue, article after article. We'll mix it up a little bit. And don't forget, you can also introduce your own topics as well. Okay, if there's something in particular that you want to talk about, we can just add that to our agenda. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. So I need to share the screen with you, right? Let's see. Here we go. Let me know if you can see it okay. Okay. Did it come? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Uh,
Down to uptown.
yes, a down-to-earth town. Okay. Okay, I guess I read it first and then you read it, or you want to take a stab at it first?
You read first.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Check, do your text thing. Check out your message. You don't need to?
No. Just
Uh,
my colleague sent me a message
uh,
talking. She talked about the meeting tomorrow with my boss. He asked
ah,
me I had any plan. I just say I don't have any plan in the
okay.
future. Just want to finish my postgraduate course at university. That's all.
R- Right. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So this meeting is tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
You're excited about it?
It's just normal. I'm not decided,
Do
but
you know what the title of the topic's going to be discussed?
he will ask me some individual question like what your plan in the future, what you want to do in the future with your work, maybe.
Oh, okay. He wants to see maybe help develop a career development plan. That's
Yes.
what we call that. Right. Okay. Put you on okay. That's cool. That's good. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Nothing much ever happens in our town, but once in a blue moon, everyone gets excited about something. The town picnic in the middle of the summer is the big event of the year. People come to it from all over. But basically, Bobtown is a quiet, sleepy old town. Some people say that it's going downhill. It is true that many citizens have moved away. There are empty houses, and real estate is dirt cheap. But the people who stayed here kept the spirit. Yes, Bobtown is a simple place for simple people. People here are down to earth. They're not afraid to say what they think. They don't make a mountain out of a molehill. If a problem comes up, they solve it and don't waste time talking about how bad the situation is. Every election, the same mayor wins by a landslide. She gets all 80 votes. That is a very small town. Okay.
Yes.
So
People.
that was a pretty easy article. Okay. No large, huge, big words or anything like that. The vocabulary seems to be pretty good, pretty straightforward. So, your turn.
Nothing much ever happens in our town, but once in a blue moon, everyone gets excited about something. The town picnic in the middle of the summer is the big event of the year. People come to it from all over, but basically, Bobtown is a quiet, sleepy old town. Some people say that it's going downhill. It is true that many citizens have moved away. There are empty houses and real estate is that cheap. But the people who stayed have kept the spirit. Yes,
Kept.
kept yeah, kept the spirit. Yes, Pub Town is a simple place for simple people. People here are down to earth. They're not afraid to say what they think. They don't make a mountain out of a molehill. If a problem comes up, they solve it and don't waste time talking about how bad the situation is. Every election, the same major wins by a landslide. She gets on 80 votes. But there are many idioms.
Yes, there are a few. And there are more than that too as we go farther down the page. But let's just start in with the questions.
If something happens once in the blue moon, does it happen often? Name something that you do once in a blue moon. One in the blue moon, just it's rarely happen.
Yes, it rarely happens because the blue moon doesn't happen very often.
Yeah,
you
blue
know,
moon once in the blue moon.
yeah.
That's how
Uh,
long it just thing.
it just
Just
means a long time in between. It rarely happens. In other words, there is a blue moon. Sometimes the moon will look blue at a certain time of the year or a certain time after several years have passed by. So it's something that just rarely ever happens. Okay.
yes, rarely. It means
Yeah.
it's rarely
Yes.
ever
Rarely.
have rarely ever happen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Once in the blue moon.
Yeah.
And if something is going downhill, is it improving? Can you give an example of something you know that is going downhill? Going downhill, it
Yeah.
means go down.
Yeah. Meaning it's declining or it's
Declining.
yeah, declining or decreasing or going down in value,
Mm.
okay, or going down in style. uh,
Going
yeah.
downhill.
Yes, yes,
No,
yes.
I'm I'm going downhill about my style.
Oh, are you starting to wear more old-fashioned clothes? Is that it?
Yes, because now I'm not just I
Y-
I move a lot. I
Yes. And
I
you're not
can
buying a lot of new clothes, is that what you mean?
yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because the pandemic and we don't have any party now, and because I'm studying at university, and
Right.
I don't want to make me look specific
Ah,
with
you don't
other
want to make
people.
yourself, oh, I see. You don't want to make it seem like you're too rich or something, right? I
Just
understand.
not.
I understand.
I just want. I look familiar with other students.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes,
You want to blend in with everyone else, right? Yeah. You don't want to stand out from the crowd. Okay.
yes.
These are idioms too, okay? You don't want to stand out from the crowd, meaning
stand down.
you don't want
I,
everyone to notice you all the time, all right? You don't want all the attention.
yes, stand out from the crowd.
Yeah. Okay. You want to blend in. That's I'm gonna write it in the let's see. To blend in also means you want to be like everyone else. To be like everyone else.
Yes,
Okay, that's what that
the
means.
planning. to be like everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, it's my purpose now. And
Yes.
day by day, I feel, oh, it's boring.
You think it's boring? Oh, hey,
Sometimes I feel like that.
hey, be flashy sometimes. It's okay. Hey,
Yes,
they're
yes,
gonna know they're gonna notice you anyway. Okay.
yes. Maybe when I work at my hospital, although just in a room, and most of the time I spend my time in my ultrasound room.
Okay. I see. I see. Okay. But they're gonna notice you anyway
Yes,
because you're an attractive lady, so they're gonna notice you anyway. You can't get around it.
and I am, let's say, I wear the white coat, the blouse,
Yes.
the blouse, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I make it
So
make
you
me feel
change
more confident.
you change your blouse or your lab coat jacket sometimes. I mean, you change it sometimes when you're in class or you're at the university.
I'm sorry. Cái gì? Trên đi. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
The help.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
will change your lab coat. You'll change it, or or your white doctor's coat.
No,
You'll
no.
change it.
No, we had uniform. The blouse, a white coat is the uniform. We can't change it.
Oh,
But
okay.
but
I mean,
it
if you
doesn't
go
matter.
to class, if you go to the university, you change your top or something.
Yes. But
Yeah.
but most of the time when I feel more relaxable. I feel more relaxed when I work at my hospital.
Ah, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, I understand that. Okay. All right, let's move on. Number, what are we now?
Number 3,
Okay.
if you make a mountain out of the molehill, what do you do? Uh, the mountain, afraid to say what? They don't make a mountain out of the molehill.
Okay.
That is
So this is symbolic. It kind of means the molehill is like there's a small problem. Okay. Not a real big problem, a small problem, small issue. But some people tend to make a small issue out of a big thing. Okay.
like a mountain.
Yes, like a mountain. They make a molehill, which is something very small, very small, in the ground. A mole, the animal, he goes down into the ground, but he has to dig into it and he creates this little pile of dirt first. So they're saying don't make a molehill, that little bitty dirt, into a big mountain. So don't make a little small problem into a big problem when it's not really a big problem.
That's mean make a mountain out of the molehill. It mean as just a small problem, but we make it become a big problem.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, by talking about it a lot or adding different scenarios onto it or just creating something that should be have a simple solution and making it into a difficult a difficult thing. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. And sometimes that happens in meetings. Sometimes when you're trying to get a consensus with people, you're trying to get people to agree on something, and it's like a lot of people just don't want to agree. So it seems like it's an issue that people would be easy to agree to, okay, but then they don't, and they keep making their different opinions known, and they make something that would have been simply discussed and finished on the agenda, and they move on to something else. Instead of spending 5 minutes on it, they spend 20 minutes or 25 minutes.
I know some people like it.
Yeah, some people do that, so they're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Make a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's go now. Now we go to the meanings. And here we'll get into all the ones that were mentioned in the article and then some more. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, there we go. You see that one? Okay, the first one?
Dirt, the cheap. She
Yes.
needed money badly, so she had a garage sale in which she sold a lot of her things. Dirt cheap. The cheap is very cheap.
Yes, it's very cheap because if you think of dirt, dirt is doesn't cost anything. You're free. You just go outside and get it. Okay. Except if you need to have a lot of dirt. I mean, if you need like, I don't know, a big truckload full of dirt, it might not be that cheap. Okay. Um, but yeah, that's what it means. Very cheap, very inexpensive. And have you ever heard of the term garage sale?
Garage sale. No. It means
Okay.
a garage sale is a garage, but we display some items, some products, and we sell. It's in
Yeah,
uh-huh.
that you want, yeah, that you normally want to sell, you just want to get rid of in your house. You may have extra things or things you haven't used in a long time or whatever, and you want to get rid of them, discard them instead of just throwing them away. You have a little sale, and you don't
Yeah.
have to have it in a garage. It can be outside of your home or in some other place, and you just want to sell it, so you sell it real cheap just to get rid of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of paying money to get rid of, they sell it.
Right, exactly. So they make money from it instead of having to pay to have it taken away. Yes, exactly. Okay. Excuse me. Okay,
Down
next.
to earth. Down to earth.
Yes.
Oleg. Oleg is Oleg.
Alec, I guess. Alec.
Alec. Alec is always willing to give advice, and his advice is usually valuable. He's down to earth. What does it
Okay.
mean?
He's down to earth, which means he's a really nice guy. He doesn't have a real big ego because, if some people, he's normal. He's, like the rest of everybody. He's not trying to be more than anybody else. Okay. So he's down to earth. He's an honest, good, people loving person. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
down to earth. It means he's a good person.
Yes. It means his head is not in the clouds.
It,
That's another term. I'm sorry, I'm throwing all these idioms at you. It means his head is not in the clouds. So if one's head is in the clouds, that means he thinks so much of himself. He is self-conceited or very selfish, very conceited. His ego is really big. He always thinks he's better than other people. Okay? But if a person is down to earth, he's easygoing, easy to get along with.
it's a
He's
friendly person. It's a friendly.
a friendly person. Yeah, a friendly person, just an everyday person like everybody else. He's not trying to be any more than anybody else. Uh, he just blends in with people very good and he has good relationships. He's just a nice person. He's down to earth. He's honest. Okay.
Yeah.
Not trying to make himself seem like he's better than anybody. Yeah, he's down to earth.
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't have his head in the clouds.
But head in the
Yes.
cloud.
Yes, he doesn't have his head in the clouds.
His
You
head
know?
in the cloud, and it's opposite.
Yes.
It's the
Yes,
opposite.
it's
The
the
down to
opposite.
earth.
Yes, it's the opposite.
He doesn't have his head on the cloud.
In the clouds.
In the cloud.
Yes. So he doesn't think he's so much above everybody else.
That means some people have his head in the clouds.
Yes,
That
because
means
he
he's
has.
selfish.
It
He,
means he has a big ego. You know what it means when someone says he has a big ego or he's very egotistical? That means he is very self-conscious.
yes,
He's
self-conscious. He
you know
always
he's
thinks he's more important than anyone
yes,
else.
yes, exactly, exactly. Okay.
Yes. His his head on the in the cloud.
Yes, in the clouds, plural.
His head in the clouds. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sometime we will meet someone and they have his their head in the clouds in our
Yes.
life.
Yes. Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we
Sometimes.
do.
Sometimes we do. We can just meet somebody. Can be introducing somebody else to our little group or something, and then you can tell immediately because maybe they start bragging about something that they've done, or they start bragging about something that they have on or something. Like, "Oh, my watch is so expensive. It's so beautiful. Don't you think so?" Stuff like that. I have a Mercedes. What kind of car do you have?
It's the unpolite.
Yes, but there's some people like that. What can we do?
There's sometimes
Yeah. Okay. Next. And we talked
uh,
about this one.
to go downhill. Okay, we it's decreasing. The
Right.
company is going downhill rapidly. It needs to produce and sell more and better products.
Yes. Yes. So
Next,
it's losing money.
yes, closing
Okay.
money.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
make a mountain out of the molehill, Ceci usually gets good grades, but she didn't do well on the last test. Now she's very worried. I think she's making a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah. Yeah. So she thinks the person that's giving this opinion thinks that Sally is worrying too much about it because she normally makes very good grades. So don't worry about it so much and make it seem like it's more than it is. Just study a little bit more and get a better grade next time.
Yes, I know.
You say
Sometimes,
you've been there before, huh?
sometimes,
Yeah. Okay.
because at first I don't think that I can get a good rate, but after had a good rate, when you get uh, um, a lower
Average
rate,
grade.
yes,
Yeah, a lower
average
grade.
rate, we don't
Yeah.
feel. But at first, I always talk to myself, oh, I just need to pass the test. I don't think high score, low score, it doesn't matter. I just need to pass the test. It's okay.
Right, right. I hear you. And that's the most important thing too. So you thought of it in a positive way. Yeah, it wasn't that your score was lower than last time. Oh, that doesn't matter because I still passed the test, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have another term for that. You didn't beat yourself over the head
Hmm?
about it. You did not beat yourself over the head about it. So, uh, you looked at your grade and you felt, even though it was not as high as last time, I still passed the test. So you didn't beat yourself over the head about it. You didn't criticize yourself, or you weren't so down on yourself that you made yourself feel worse, feel bad. Okay.
Yes.
Some people beat themselves over the head. they want to be perfect. I guess some people like to be perfectionists if they can be. And they and they will criticize themselves or they'll come down hard on themselves when they don't get the grade that they think they should have gotten. So that's what I mean by that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've all been through that. I mean, we I think maybe the longer we live, the more wise we become.
Yes.
So, yeah, we learn not to be so hard on ourselves. Yeah. Something like that. Right?
Yes. I don't want to criticize myself.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next.
Uh, okay. Once in the blue moon, Katie is so busy that she's her brother Kevin only once in the blue moon.
Yeah.
Her brother, not her,
Yes.
no, not her sons, or not her kids.
Right. Just her brother. She
Yes.
doesn't have a lot of time to spend with her brother, unfortunately.
Out of the woods.
Yes.
He was very ill, but he's getting better. He's out of the woods. It means he's recovered.
Yes, he's recovering in this sense because he was ill. Uh, or let's say you're lost. Okay. This is where the out of the woods come in. You're lost, but then you find your way. Okay. You're lost and you don't know how to get back home for a while. But then you find your way back anyway. Okay. So now you're out of the woods. You're out of trouble.
Yes,
Okay.
it's mean out of trouble.
Yes, yes. He's out of the woods now. He's not in harm, not in any harm now.
We can use it in many situations, like we are in some moody attitude, unhappy situation, but after that we think clearly and we change our mind. We become
Eh,
more happy in our life.
Yeah.
We say that we are out of the woods.
Yeah, you could say that. You're out of the woods. Yes, you could.
Okay.
Okay. Like anytime you're having a difficult time and then it becomes solved or it becomes better, well, you're out of
Yes.
the woods now. Yeah, you made it through. Yeah,
Out
you
of
made it. Yes.
out of this world.
Yes.
The ice cream at that store is out of this world. I walk a mile to buy some out of this world. Extremely, it's wonderful.
Yes. There's nothing like it. There's nothing else like it.
Out of this world.
Okay. Boy, I had, in this case, the lady, she had some ice cream that maybe she had never tasted before. And so it was so different to her
Ah,
that
so
it,
different.
yeah. So
Something so
it,
different.
yes, it wasn't like anything else she's tasted before. So it's out of this world. If we experience something that's out of this world, that means we couldn't really experience it here on earth. It's something that if you'd have to be away from this earth to experience it. You couldn't experience it here. So what she tasted, the ice cream, she never tasted it here before. So it must be from some other place out
Yes,
of this world. Okay. Okay. That's
yes.
kind of what that means. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
That's mean when we travel to somewhere and we really enjoy the cuisine, enjoy dishes, a new dishes, new recipes. We say that.
You
Oh,
could.
this
Y-
is this food is really out of this world.
Yeah, you could say that. Yes, you could say it. And it just means this really tastes different than anything I've ever had before. I've never had anything like this.
Oh,
Okay,
when
so
we,
somebody could say you are out of this world.
oh,
I I have
of
I
course,
have never yeah, I
every
have never huh?
because everyone is out of this world. They are really specific.
They are special. They
Yes,
are
yeah, they are special.
yeah, there's no one else like them. They are very unique.
Yes,
Okay?
unique. Yes,
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah. And in that sense, we're all like that. But if you meet someone and they seem really special to you, or it's just something about them, that's different and
Yes.
nice and good or whatever, you could say something like that. Boy, you're really out of this world. The person would say, "What? I what?" I mean, I have never met anyone like you before.
I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
out
Okay.
of this world. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Over the hill. I
Yes.
used to be able to run 5 miles a day without any problem. Now I have trouble running just 2 miles. I must be getting over the hill. I
Okay.
must be getting over the hill. It mean
It means I must be getting old.
I must be getting old over the
Yeah.
hill. Yes. Yes,
Yes.
we come to the hill and we over
Yeah.
the hill.
Yeah. Yeah. Now he's on. It's something like wow, let me see. It's something like wow. Like this says here, he used to be able to do something, okay? And it was not a problem. It was easy. Okay? He could run 5 miles. It was easy to do. Now that he's older,
Yes.
uh yeah, and generally that's what it means. He's older. Now he has trouble running just 2 miles. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's older, but it does mean that he's feeling older.
Yes.
Okay. So
Feeling old.
maybe 6 months ago, he could run 5 miles a day without a problem because he was more in shape physically. Okay. He did more exercise. And then something happened and he stopped doing as much exercise and he became less physically fit. So now he feels like he's over the hill. Okay. So it has kind of two meanings. I'm not like I used to be. I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm over the hill now. That
Over the
that
hill now.
yeah. Not as young as I used to be. Like that. Not as young and energetic.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
maybe you run into one of your friends that was older than you. Say when you were 15, maybe that person was 35 or something, okay? And now you've grown up 15 years later and now the person is 50.
Yes.
And but maybe they've had a very difficult or hard life, okay? And you hadn't seen them in a long time. And so then you see them and they look like they're kind of a lot older than they appear than their years seem show, and maybe they look like they're down and all that and they're just not into enjoying life that much or something. You could conceivably say, wow, it looks like they're really he looks like he's over the hill.
Yes.
And yeah, look like he's over the hill now. He's just kind of looking
And
kind of yeah,
now
look.
I'm just on the top of the hill.
Yeah, he's not on top of the hill. That's right. He's not on top of the hill. Right. Right. He's over the hill. Right. If we're on top of the hill, that means what? We're at the top of our game. We're doing really good. We're very successful. Yeah.
Just
Okay. All right. All right. Next.
the tip of the iceberg. Jonathan seems very unhappy. He says that he's having trouble in school, but I think That's only the tip of iceberg.
Okay.
I know that's the tip of iceberg, and we had
Yes.
the root of the iceberg.
Yes.
Just say
Yes.
a little thing, we can see it, but there are lots of things we couldn't see.
Right. Exactly. So it means, in this sense, it means that she believes there's much more to it than what he's saying. There's
Yeah,
a lot behind what he's saying. There's a lot of reasons why maybe he doesn't seem that happy. Okay. It's not that he's just having trouble in school, but what's maybe causing that is one, two, three, four, five, six, different things that might be happening in his life. So, yeah, he just gave you a glimpse of what it could be, right? Like the tip
yes,
of an iceberg. We only see a little bit of the whole thing. So you only see a little small part of the entire uh, piece, or
yes,
the entire story, or the entire picture. That's what I mean to say. You only
yes.
see a little bit of the entire picture. Yes. Okay. All right. So can you
Okay.
try to give me a sentence using tip of the iceberg?
The tips of the iceberg in
Yeah.
my university. My lecture, uh, my lecture, my teacher always say that the re- the reasons of many disease, which is just the tips of the iceberg.
Ah, okay. He's made that comment before.
Yes,
Ah, okay. So he's just saying this is just an introduction. There's much more to this than what I'm telling you right now.
yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That's what he's saying. Okay. All right.
Up the rick,
Up the creek.
up the rick,
No. The CR is like
he
crack. Can you say the
wreck,
word crack?
wreck, up
Crack.
up the wreck,
No. Can you say not, a duck might say quack, right? Crack with a Q, U.
quick,
But you could, if a rock hits your window, you may get a crack in it, right?
up,
Okay. If a rock hits the window hits your windshield of your car, you might get a crack in it. Okay, I put it in the text. I mean, look in the chat box.
a wreck of the window car.
Yes, you may get a crack in the window. Okay.
Yes,
And this is creak. It has the same sound as crack, creak.
creek,
Yes. Yes,
creek,
that's it. That's
yes,
it. Yeah.
wreck, creek,
Yes, that's it.
up the rick,
Up the creek.
up the rick, wreck and rick.
Okay. Okay. All right.
My car is in the repair shop again. Without it, I'm up the rick.
Up the creek.
I'm up the rick because I can't get to work. Up
Okay.
the rick.
Yes.
I can't do anything.
Right. I'm in trouble. Okay.
Um,
I'm in trouble. I have a problem. Okay. My car is in the repair shop. I can't get to work. What am I going to do? I'm up the creek. I'm in trouble.
up
And that,
the rick. It means
yes,
I'm in trouble.
yes, I have a problem. I'm in
Mm,
trouble. I have a problem.
yes.
Okay.
In the bad situation.
Yes, 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 yes. And that term was derived from people going up the creek physically. A creek is like a small body of water, right? Without a paddle. I'm up the creek without a paddle. So that means I have no control over which way this water is going to take me. Okay. It's like
Up the creek with the water.
without a paddle. Say like you're in a canoe. This is where the term came from.
Yeah,
It's like
yes, I
like
see.
someone, yeah, like someone was in a canoe and they were on the little creek in the body of water, right? That's moving without a paddle. So they have no control over which way the water would take them. Okay.
I see.
Okay. So they took that term and turned it into meaning, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. What am I going to do? I got a problem. How can I fix this? Okay.
I mean to be in a difficult situation.
Right. I'm finding myself in a difficult situation. Yes. Exactly. Okay.
Okay. To win by landslides.
Yeah,
Landslide.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
88 out of 100 students choose them,
Chose.
chose chose them for class president. He won by a landslide.
Landslide.
Obvious
Yeah.
landslides.
Yes. He,
Obviously.
yes, he won by a landslide. He won by a bunch. He won by a lot. He won by a great number. Okay?
Mm.
Because when you think of a landslide, you think of all of this stuff coming down on you. Okay? And it's so much. It's like overwhelming. Okay? Like a
Biden, like Biden, America
yeah.
president.
Right, right. Like a
He won.
avalanche.
Yeah, he won by a landslide.
Yes, by a big margin. Yes, by a large margin. So someone could win and they win by 1 point. It could be 50-50, but it's 50 is 49-50 or it's 50-51, okay? So that person won, they won, but they didn't win by very much. They won by the skin of their teeth. That's the expression we use. They won by the skin of their teeth in a very small amount. Okay.
By us, win by
I
what?
know.
Can you repeat it?
Yes, I'm going to write it on here. This is kind of odd to say by the skin of their teeth.
Just win
When you,
by the kings up. That's it.
which means, um, uh, wait a minute, which means by a very little bit. Okay. So it's the
Yes,
opposite. It's the
yes.
yeah,
Opposite.
yes, the opposite of landslide, winning by a landslide, which means they by a lot, by a bunch, by a big margin.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now we have to put in the correct word to match the looks like the kind of definition of there. Okay. So
Almost.
number
Almost never. Very seldom. It means almost. Oopsie. Last time we I
it
don't
mean
remember.
it means
I know it, but I don't remember the words.
okay.
Once in the
Once
blue moon. Yeah.
yes, once
Once
in a
in a
blue
blue
moon.
moon.
Yes, yes. Okay. All right. And the
Once in
next
a blue moon. Getting to our over the hill.
yes.
Getting to our over the hill.
Okay.
Yes, to get almost for the vote to win by the landslide.
Yes.
To win by a landslide.
Yes. Yes.
Honest
Okay.
and direct, sensible and practical person is mean down to earth person.
Yes. Yes.
Down to earth. Down
Yes.
to
Down
earth
to earth person.
person.
Yeah. Yes.
Very inexpensive mean dirty cheap.
Dirt cheap. Yes. Yes.
Not cheap.
Yes.
Out of trouble or difficulty mean out of the wood.
Yes. Out
Out
of the
of the woods.
woods.
Out of
Yeah.
the woods.
Yes.
Excellent, very good. Excellent, very good. What is it? Excellent, very good.
Out of this world.
Yes, out of this world.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All
Out
righty.
of this world.
Yes. Okay. And here we go. Some more.
Small bark up, larger problem. The tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
The tip
Yes.
of the iceberg.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Small spark of a larger problem. Yes, I
Yeah.
will con. Will
Yes.
practice small part
Yes.
of a larger problem.
Okay.
To
Okay.
make a big problem out of a small problem is mean just a second. That's how I give it. Make a mountain out of the molehill.
Yes. Yes. Make a
To,
mountain out of a molehill. Yes.
to make a big problem out of the small problem.
Yes. You just said it. Yeah, you were correct. To make a mountain out of a molehill. Yes.
To make a mountain out of the molehill, it means to make a small problem become a big problem.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. And that's the same as saying to make a big problem out of a small problem. It's the same. To make a small problem into a big problem. Yeah. Same. It means the same.
The same. We use the same.
Yes. Yes, it means the same. You could say to make a big problem out of a small problem or to make a small problem into a big problem. It's the same meaning.
When I think about it, to make a big problem out of a small problem, I just think that to make a big problem become a small problem.
Yeah, no, that's not the meaning. No, no.
Yes,
To
it's
make
opposite.
a big problem, it's a big problem, but it's not really a big problem. It's a small
Yeah.
problem, but you're
Yeah.
making it into a big problem.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
In trouble is mean up the creek.
Yes, up the creek.
Up the creek.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Up the creek.
Okay. Yes.
Up the creek.
Mhm.
To go down in number or in quality get worse means going downhill.
Yes, going downhill.
Downhill.
Yes, yes.
Decreasing. Going downhill. One is a blue moon.
Okay. Now we have some questions, yes or no.
Terry bought a second-hand car for almost nothing. Was the car dirty cheap? Yes.
Okay.
The dessert. The dessert at the restaurant are the best.
Desserts.
Dessert.
Desserts. Uh-huh.
Dessert. We had the same word, dessert and desert. Desert.
Yes. Yes. Desert sounds a little bit different. The second sound looks a little bit different than dessert. Okay. Dessert,
Dessert.
desert. Yeah, a little bit different sound on the second syllable.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Dessert. The dessert at that restaurant are the best you've ever tasted. Are you out of this world? Yes.
Yes, they
Tiny
are.
legal. Yes. Tiny
Mhm.
legal problems as a result of the accident are still not over. He has had to appear in court next week. Is he out of the wood? No.
No, he's not out of the woods as yet. He's
Yes,
not out
not
of the
yet.
difficult situation yet. Right. Okay.
Yes. You can count on Jane. She's on it and gives good advice. Is Jane is down to earth person? Yes.
Yes. Yes, she is.
We almost never go to the theater to see a play or a show, only for some grand occasion. Do we go to the theater once in the blue moon? Yes,
Yes.
once in the
Yeah.
blue moon.
Yes.
The soccer player is running more slowly and isn't as weak as he used to be. Is the player getting over the hill? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. That's right. Maybe he is. He's starting to. Okay.
The president won the election by getting 2% more of the votes than the other candidate, just 2% more.
Mm-hmm.
Did the president win by landslide? No.
Landslide.
Landslide? No.
Mhm.
He just
Okay.
win by the skin of his teeth.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
By the skin of his teeth.
Yes. Okay.
Mm, Sassy
Sally's.
Sally Sally's tennis game is improving. Is her tennis game going downhill? No.
Okay.
Improve.
Yes, it's
Is
getting
in
better. Yeah.
Yes. Stephanie
She's getting
Byrne.
to the she's getting to the top of her game.
Yes. She's
Yeah.
going. He sees going on the top of the hill.
Yeah, she's going on a we don't necessarily say on the top of a hill, but the top of her game.
Yes,
She's
it's top.
becoming yeah, yeah.
The
She's
top of the
beginning
hill.
right. She's beginning to be at the top of her game. She's improving. She's getting better.
Yes.
Okay.
Stephanie burned the chicken in one oven, but the way she described it, we all thought her chicken burned down. But she but the way she described it, we always thought her chicken burned down. Does Stephanie make a mountain out of a molehill?
Yes.
Burn down. What does it mean? But
It means she said we all thought her kitchen burned down. Okay, which means she made it seem like the fire was so big.
her kitchen burned out. Okay.
Yeah, instead of just the chicken being burned, she just burned the chicken. She it's like she made the story like the whole kitchen was on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
Stephanie make a mountain of a molehill? Yes.
Yes.
Howie. Howie.
Howie. Howie.
Howie. Howie tore his friend's sports car and crushed it to pieces. The car was not insured and Howie doesn't even have a driver license. Oh my god. Is Howie up the rig? Yes, he's up
Yes.
the rig with a paddle.
Yes. He's up the creek without
Up
a
the rig.
paddle. Creek.
He's up the creek with
Yes.
a paddle.
Without a paddle. Yes.
Up the creek.
Okay.
Up the rig.
Okay.
I have a lot of things to do. My English homework is just one small thing. Is the English homework is just the tip of the iceberg. Yes. The tip of the
Yes.
iceberg.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. So for section B, we'll start that. We'll finish it in the next lesson, I guess, huh?
Yes.
So we'll be on page 34. I have to remember that. Okay. You have any questions?
No, I don't. I have no question now.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, good luck on your test, on your meeting.
thank you. I hope
You
I can finish as well next week on Friday, on next Monday.
Monday?
Yes,
Okay. What time?
in the afternoon.
Okay. So
In
around the
afternoon,
same time?
but I have to work all night on Saturday and Sunday this week, and I have to take the exam on Monday.
Okay, so maybe Monday you'll be tired.
Yes, very
Okay.
tired, I
So
think.
you want to do Tuesday or you want to wait till Wednesday again?
But it doesn't matter. I think I can pass it.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know Monday after you finish everything. Send me a message, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Okay, you too.
Goodbye.